Alright, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be explaining to you tips or giving you some tips on how you can win hackathons. So in the previous video, if you have not watched it, do where to go check it out. I talk about what hackathons are, how to participate in hackathons, and where to look out for when you want to participate in hackathons. Now, how can you win these hackathons that you have participated in? So these are the tips that I'm going to be sharing in this particular video. So personally, I've had the opportunity of participating in a couple of hackathons and have also won some of these hackathons. And from my experience is what I'm going to be sharing with you on how you too can participate and also win. So because if like you already know by now, especially if you have watched the previous video, that hackathons are more like competitions, and in competitions, at the end of the competition, there's definitely going to be winners. And some of the hackathons, the winners can be in different form. They could have winners from say first, second, third, and then there might be some runner-ups, or there might be some bounty prizes for some other participants. So how can you emerge as winner of these hackathons, or even have some prizes, even if you are not the main winner of these hackathons? Here are the things you need to take note of. First of all, you need to know what you can do in these hackathons, and you need to decide whether or not you want to work in a team. So from what I've seen, most of the time, people that work in teams are more privileged, in the sense that if you work in teams, the judges don't see you as somebody that just working alone, or probably somebody that doesn't, or maybe the person is not a team player. So that's one of the advantages you have when you work in a team. That's not to say that if you work alone, you're not going to win. Most of the hackathons I've done, I've actually worked alone, and I've won some of them. But I felt that I would have probably won bigger prizes if I wasn't working alone. So that's what I think. So you could have that in mind, especially if you are just starting out. And you also let me know in the comment section what your opinions are concerning this. And again, another thing you want to consider again is if you're working in a team, you need to know what kind of caliber of people you have in that team. You need to work with serious-minded people that are driven to get things done. And when you have those set of people, you can be rest assured that within the period of the hackathons, you can finish or produce your MVP that will give you a better chance of winning. Because what I've seen most of the time is that complaints are heard from people that usually work in different teams or manage some teams, is that their members are not serious, things are going very slow, they require skills and all of that. So those are great areas. Those are areas that can bring your team down. So if you want to succeed in each of these hackathons, you need to work with skilled individuals, people that have something to offer, know what they are doing, and are ready to put in the time, because hackathons are usually short period of time. Sometimes it can be 1 week, sometimes it can be 2 days, 3 days, 1 month, like that. So it's not very long, and you are expected to produce something meaningful within that short period of time. And for you to be able to do that, your team members need to be very serious, and it might be a little bit difficult if you have team members that are working full time, because they might not have enough time to like engage in the project. So those are some of the things you should look out for. The team that you have, what are they, or who are they? Are they able to pull whatever idea you have? Are they able to bring it to life? And another very important thing to take note of is your project idea. So sometimes it might be difficult to come up with ideas, and sometimes in each of the hackathons they might give you ideas of something you could look at or something you could work on. So, but that notwithstanding, if you have your own idea, you can also work on your own idea. And the idea you have decided to work on, is it mind-blowing? Is it a mind-blowing idea? Is it something that the judges will be thrilled that when they hear about it? And your pitch is also very important. So because I've seen people participate in hackathons that they don't actually like build out the MVP, so to speak, but they had a very, very good pitch. They had a very good demo. They probably have prototype. They just have, maybe all they have is just design, and they're able to like prototype it, explain it, and wow, that landed them some good prizes. So those things happen. Sometimes I'm even like surprised, like how come somebody submit a project, there's no code written, there's even for a coding competition or a coding hackathon, those things happen. So anything can happen in hackathon. Sometimes you can be very surprised. There are surprises happen a lot. So, but just to be sure, you have done your own parts. Just make sure that you are able to contribute meaningfully to the project as an individual contributor or as someone working in a team, and that you have a good team members that are ready to put in the time and have the necessary skills to pull off whatever idea you guys have decided to work on. And the idea you're working on should be good enough, should be something that the facilitator, the people that are organizing these hackathons or the people that are sponsoring these hackathons are actually looking for. So let your idea be in tune with what they are looking at for. And another very important thing again is that, because I mentioned earlier that most of these hackathons, you have different sponsors who want you to make use of their tools and probably test out what they have built by way of hackathons. So they will be very happy to see and to know that you have used their tool in your projects. So that's a very, very key part of it. So because some of these sponsors, they have their own sponsor prizes, and they might be saying, okay, for the best project that made use of Chainlink, for instance, they're going to get this, get that prizes. So always do well to select any of the sponsor tools, especially when you're participating in hackathons that have a lot of sponsors. Always do well to select the sponsor tool that aligns with what you are building and try to make good use of it, because that in its own is going to help you stand a better chance of winning. So for those hackathons that have different sponsors, there might be different prizes based on the different sponsors that are there. And sometimes, depending on how many of the sponsor tools you use, that will also impact on how many the prizes that you are going to win. So if you use sponsor A and sponsor B too, and you build a very good project, that means you are going to share in the prize pool from sponsor A and sponsor B. But if you use only sponsor A and you happen to win, or you happen to do something good with sponsor A, you're also going to win from sponsor A. And that is how it is most of the time. And sometimes it might just be like a general prize pool. Maybe it's the hackathon is hosted by one particular organization. So in that case, everybody are going to share from that particular prize pool that that organization is offering. So I believe with all of these I've shared, you have learned something, and this is informative enough for you. Please do it to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it with your friends, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.